But first, your big story breakdown. In tonight's Big Story Breakdown, we're continuing to take a look at the Oklahoma wildfires.
Efforts are still underway to control some of those fires happening in the Panhandle. Officials say so far more than 300,000 acres have burned. As we are in the midst of wildfire season, concerns are being raised over whether FEMA will have enough funding to help with recovery efforts. I got the chance to speak with Congressman Tom Cole today about this issue.
Concerned that we're not going to be able to get the help and response from the federal government.
I do have some concern. Now, I think we have enough reserves there to take care of things for a few weeks. But if you have a major disaster and we have hurricane season, tornado season coming up, I do worry about that. And we have ongoing obligations. We're still paying to help people that dealt with Hurricane Helene last year in the Carolinas or out on the West Coast where we had those awful fires. Those people ought to be getting uninterrupted support.
The DHS, which houses FEMA, is under a government shutdown after lawmakers failed to reach an agreement on its budget. FEMA does have separate funding known as the Disaster Relief Fund, which has not lapsed yet. You can head over to our YouTube channel and watch our full conversation with U.S. Representative Tom Cole.
The recent wildfires, including the Ranger Road fire, have devastated Oklahomans. The fire, currently more than 280,000 acres, twice the size of Chicago.
Fox 25's Rob Hagan spoke with a woman in Knowles who lost almost everything in the fire, including her future wedding. He's live with her story of perseverance. Rob.
That's right. Wendy, Adam, Mariah Barrows had been planning her wedding for months, but Mother Nature had other plans. Now this bride-to-be is happily moving forward after finding hope in the rubble. 22-year-old Mariah Barrows moved from her home in Vermont to Knowles, Oklahoma to be with her fiancé, Matthew Gray. But the monstrous Ranger Road fire tore through their lives.
Just gotta get to a safe place and we'll figure it out later.
Mariah escaped the fire with only what she could carry, including her dog.
I had already left and I was like, I forgot my wedding dress. And the first thing that Matt came out with was my wedding dress and stuck it in his truck.
The couple returned to their home burnt to ashes with nothing left but the roof, and they don't have renter's insurance. But in the rubble, Mariah found hope, her engagement ring, and her most prized possession of all, her late grandmother's ring.
It was gold-plated, but it's a little burnt now. But when I found the ring, my fiance was just steps away and it was like started bawling.
Governor Stitt declared a state of emergency for multiple counties, including where Barrows lives. Since the wildfires received a federal disaster declaration, survivors can apply for help through the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The funds help with temporary housing, home repairs, and replacing essential personal property. But the funds are running out. For now, the young couple is rebuilding their lives from scratch with clothing donations from neighbors and family and a GoFundMe. But the June wedding Barrows was planning might not happen.
I was DIYing the entire wedding, and so all of the stuff for the past 9 months, it was in the house and it's all gone.
Now, if you want to help Mariah pick up the pieces, I'll post the link to the GoFundMe to our website, OKSafeFox.com. And maybe with your help, she can have that June wedding. After all, I know one thing's for sure. She found a good man. Live in Oklahoma City, Rob Hagan, Fox 25 News.
Thank you, Rob. Now, Attorney General Gettner Drummond warning businesses the Emergency Price Stabilization Act is in effect tonight because of the wildfires. The statute for Beaver, Harper, Texas, and Woodward counties. The law prohibits an increase of more than 10% for the price of goods and services and helps protect Oklahomans from unfair price hikes. Now, Drummond also encouraging folks to be on the lookout for scammers because of spikes in contractor fraud. He says anyone who violates the act could face legal consequences. The recent wildfires across the Oklahoma Panhandle have many Oklahomans remembering the wildfire outbreak back in March, destroying hundreds of homes. During the time, the governor criticized the State Forestry Service's response to the fires, which destroyed his ranch. The governor later fired the Forestry Service's director, Mark Geller, and even hinted at dismantling the agency as a whole. We asked Senate President Pro Tem Lonnie Paxton whether lawmakers ever received any answers on the decision to fire him.
That I was pretty critical of how rapidly he did that, and he and I had that same conversation, and he gave me his reasons, and I won't go into that. That's a personnel issue for the governor to address. But I will say, if all that is accurate, if you had took that action 2 weeks later and not just, it looked like a knee-jerk reaction coming right after the fires. So that was my criticism, and he said, your point is taken.
Senator Paxton said his talks this week with the Director of Emergency Management, Annie Vest, have given him insight in the response to wildfires happening in the Panhandle and northwest part of the state.
As Oklahoma heads into wildfire season, Senate Pro Tem Lonnie Paxton is also proposing a bill to make it easier for counties to issue burn bans.
Our county commissioners don't really have very quick authority oftentimes in order to issue burn bans. And so they kind of rely on the governor to issue statewide bans or specific bans. Governor Stitt has been usually pretty resistant in doing that, and that's fine, that's his call, but he may have thought like I did that the local county commissioners had more authority to do that.
His measure unanimously advanced out of a committee. It can now be heard on the Senate floor next week. Meanwhile, Rep. Mike Dobrinsky is pushing for additional funding to address an underlying issue for firefighters, Eastern Red Cedar. He has authored several bills to address the issue, including last year's Terry Peach Watershed Restoration Act. He says the species have long been a problem for firefighters, and they're known to explode when they catch fire. The lawmaker tells us that the House has voted on numerous funding bills to address this issue, but they've never made it past the finish line.
The United Cajun Navy lending some support tonight as crews are on the ground in Knowles to help those impacted by the fires. More than 300,000 acres have burned across Oklahoma, Texas, and Kansas. This week's fires devastated ranchers, families, livestock, and entire communities.
They got a long fight ahead of them. United Cajun Navy's doing some work and making sure that everything gets done that could possibly help these guys out. Make sure that we're saying some prayers for these farmers and these people that are impacted.
The teams on the ground are also providing hay, trucking, veterinary supplies, and essential support to folks and first responders who need it most. Now let's look at your big story breakdown. You can stay up to date about the recent wildfires and relief efforts on OKCFox.com.
Plus, head over to our YouTube page where you can find all of our previous big story breakdowns. Just scan the QR code on your screen or search OKC Fox.